this sounds so heavenly, man. Wow. Oof. Feel good record, I can't even lie to you. That was a feel good record. That made my soul inside smile. Woo! Wow. Saying up everyone's well, everyone's good. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I'm back again with another Taylor Swift reaction video. Guys, obviously this time around I am here live in the flesh, and I'm about to listen to, for the very first time, Taylor Swift's re-recorded version of her album 1989, Taylor's Version. Guys, this was a highly requested video. Over the last couple of weeks, I've just been reacting to some of the albums that I've not heard from Taylor Swift before, and I've already done a reaction video to Taylor Swift's original version of her 1989 album. That's live on our channel right now. So for those of you who have not watched that video, what are you doing? There should be a link to that video at the top of the screen. Click that video ASAP and show that video some love. Not even just to give you a spoiler alert, but I thoroughly enjoyed listening to 1989. I also listened to, for the very first time, Taylor Swift's Reputation album. Guys, similar to 1989, go and show that video some love. There should be a link to that video at the top of the screen somewhere. Continuing my Taylor Swift journey, when I was checking the comment section of the reaction video that I did to 1989, shout out for all the love that I got in that video, by the way. I really appreciate you guys. A lot of you were letting me know that Taylor Swift released 5 unreleased tracks when she re-recorded this album 1989. So a lot of you were telling me to react to that, so I'm here live in the flesh. If you ask, you shall receive, you know. Do some research and I realized that Taylor Swift re-recorded the first 6 studio albums that she released into the world, and the reason why she did this is because she had an ongoing dispute with her old record label Big Machine. Now, just to give you guys some context, I'm sure all of you Swifties know about the story, but for those of you who don't know, Taylor Swift was in contract with her label Big Machine up until November 2018. She then withdrew from Big Machine and then decided to sign a record deal with Republic Records, which are under Universal Music. And along with that new record deal that she signed with Republic Records, she then secured the rights to her own masters. In about 2017, Scooter Braun, I'm sure you guys know who Scooter Braun is. He used to manage Justin Bieber. He acquired the rights to Big Machine, and he also acquired the rights to Taylor Swift's first 6 albums. So essentially he owned those masters now. And obviously Taylor Swift and the Swifties weren't happy about this. Swift decided to re-record her first 6 albums. Over the last 6 years, she's been re-releasing the re-recorded version of her first 6 albums, and obviously 1989 is a part of that. And listen, again, doing some research, I realized that all of these re-recordings have done extremely well, especially 1989. There are 5 unreleased tracks that she released from this Taylor version of 1989. A couple of the singles that she released, which is Slut and Is It Over Now, did extremely well on Billboard. I think Is It Over Now got to #1, and I think Slut got to #3. With a lot of Taylor Swift albums, this re-recorded version of 1989 sold over 1 million copies in the first week, which is absolutely crazy. Imagine a re-recorded version of an album selling 1 million copies in the first week. It's absolutely crazy. Listen, Taylor Swift is just a monster when it comes to commercial sales. She's an absolute monster. No one's really touching her. It got nominated for a couple of awards, and yeah, just overall it did extremely well. So man, this is a big win for Taylor Swift. See, at Still Colour, man, we support artists over here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We're all for the artists. Like, see, this Taylor's version of 1989 has 5 new unreleased tracks on it. So that's what we're going to be listening to today. And listen, we support artists over here. So I'm more than happy to do this, man. I'm glad I'm actually doing this, by the way, because I think a lot of these record labels, listen, I used to work in music. I actually used to work at the label that represented Taylor Swift here in the UK, which was EMI Records, which is under Universal Music and under Republic. So yeah, like, I kind of have a bit of inside knowledge into how these record labels work. But like, I'm glad that Taylor Swift was able to take control of her masters. She deserves those royalties. I'm not gonna talk for too much longer. I'm just gonna get into the video right now. But before I do, guys, I need everybody to like, comment, and subscribe, and show this video some love. You know what I'm trying to say? Show our channel some love. You know, like the video, share the video, most importantly, subscribe, man. But listen, my Swifties, it's that time. It's that time. Let's go. This is Taylor's version of 1989, and these are the vote tracks. Let's go. Let's hear how this one's gonna sound. Let's go. The first song that we're gonna play is called Slut. I mean, what an actual name. What an actual name. But yeah, I think this is one of the singles that she released, and yeah, I think this got to #3 on Billboard. So it was a big track, man. It was a big track. So yeah, this is track #1, and it's called Slut. Let's go. This sounds so heavenly, man. Wow. Sorry, I just had to pause it. I was gonna let it play all the way through, but I'm sorry. This sounds so heavenly. Oh my gosh. This is one of the best produced tracks I've heard from Taylor Swift so far, you know. Like, this is insane, man. What? Be drunk, I might as well be drunk in love. That is a bar. That is a bar. I swear, that's one of those quotes that you put on your Instagram. Do you know what I'm saying? Guys, man, oh shit, that was beyond mesmerizing. I think that's one of the best produced tracks I've ever heard from Taylor Swift. Yeah, and you know what? One thing I noticed as well about this track here, not only was it super produced, but also the way that Taylor Swift's vocals were layered, and the way like her vocals were stacked, like it just brought just such a, I don't know, heavenly feel to what was already a just godly record, man. Like Taylor Swift sang that very, very beautifully. Like I've said it on a couple of my other Taylor Swift videos that I think Taylor Swift is definitely an underrated singer. I don't think she gets enough credit, you know, for her vocals. She isn't like a big singer. Like she hasn't got like a voice that you can attribute to the likes of Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Whitney Houston. Like she's not a big vocalist, but she can definitely sing, man. Yeah, like she's definitely got a unique style to her, which then makes her stand out. And in my opinion, that is her niche, you know. Nobody really sounds like Taylor Swift. Like Taylor Swift is in the league of her own. I'm sorry, but yeah, this production was next level. I don't know what I expected from this first track, but I didn't expect that, man. That kind of just took me away a bit. And you know what? This actually begs the question, why the hell was this unreleased? Like, why didn't this make the album? Like, this track legit would have been one of the best songs on 1989, the original version. So I find that a lot of artists do this, and it doesn't make sense to me. Like, some of the tracks here that they release for a deluxe version or an unreleased version, whatever, some of them actually sound better than some of the songs on the original albums that they released. So it begs the question, why didn't Taylor Swift put this on 1989? Because legit, this would have been either the best track or one of the best tracks on 1989 easily. I'm saying, like, Taylor, how the hell could you keep this from us? I'd love to sit with some artists just to get their logic and rationale behind some of the decisions that they make, because this song was amazing. That was good. That was a great start, guys. Yeah, I'm fully locked in. So the next track is called Say Don't You Go. Let's go. Let's hope this is as good as Slut, but that'll be very hard to topple. But let's see, man. It's Taylor Swift, in it.
In the darkest dark, oh no, oh no, I'm on. The waiting is a sadness. Face, oh no, it won't stop. I'm standing on a tightrope, halfway out the door, but it won't close. I'm holding out hope for you to don't go. I would stay forever if you say don't go. Leave me on, why'd you have to twist the knife? Walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming. Shaky ground, strike a match, then you blow it out. Steps tight, and I'm yours, but you're not mine. Oh, leave me on, why'd you have to twist the knife? Walk away and leave me bleeding, bleeding. Why'd you whisper in the dark just to leave me in the night? Now your silence has me screaming, screaming.
Guys, that was Say Don't Go, man. And wow, man, I felt that. Listen, there's nothing worse, yeah, than wanting someone that doesn't want you back. That feeling is just absolutely, it's just gut wrenching. You know, when you love somebody so much, but they don't love you the same way, or like they don't reciprocate that same energy and that same love that you give to them. It's one of the most toughest things you can go through. I felt this one for Taylor. I can't lie. I felt this one. Oh my days. I felt like I was in the relationship with Taylor Swift, man. Like damn. Mentioned this again on a couple of my Taylor Swift reaction videos. Like, Taylor Swift is great at narrating and telling a story, and she's great at making you feel certain emotions. Like, I could tell in this song that Taylor Swift was in a lot of pain. I could just tell just from her voice, and the way that she's able to exude that emotion is an underrated part of her artistry. You know, it is. I, haven't experienced what Taylor Swift's experienced in this situation, but I almost feel like I have, and that's the way like Taylor Swift's able to channel those emotions to make you feel what she's feeling at the time. If Taylor Swift's happy, you're gonna know that she's happy. If she's sad, you're gonna know that she's sad. If she's pissed off, you're gonna know that she's pissed off, and that's a sign of a great artist. Taylor Swift's gone through a lot of romantic hardships, shall I say, throughout her life, because nearly all of her albums touch on the theme of romance and heartbreak and love. So she's definitely a lover's girl, man, and she's been through some shit, Taylor Swift. But yeah, like that, that one was deep. I feel for you, Taylor. But listen, Taylor now is happy. She's in a relationship, I think, with Travis Kelce, so she's found happiness again, which is great. But I can see why this was left off the album. So there are times where you can understand why a certain track was unreleased, or why a certain track was left off the main album, and I think this track is one of those examples. It wasn't a bad track whatsoever. Like, yeah, if it was a part of the main version of 1989, it would have been cool, but I just feel like it wouldn't have been a standout record. It just would have been a filler track, if that makes sense. Or it just would have felt part of the album and nothing else. Still a good record, man. You know what I'm trying to say, but I'm just trying to show you that I can see why this track was left off the album. Whereas with Slut, I don't understand why that was left off the album, because that is literally one of the best tracks. Moving on to the next track, and it's called Now That We Don't Talk. Oof, sounds like another heartbreaker. I can't even lie. Let's see how this one sounds, man. that was track number 18, Now That We Don't Talk. And I can't even lie to you, that was a great record, man. That was a great record. Out of the 3 tracks that I've heard so far, 2 of them had me thinking, Taylor Swift, what were you thinking, man? Like, how could you leave these 2 tracks off of the main album? Yeah, like, for me, that was an absolute bop. Very, very well produced. I found myself kind of nodding my head and tapping my feet under my desk here. And yeah, it just seems like Taylor Swift is fresh off a breakup. You know, we've all been there, guys. I mean, you're fresh off a breakup and you're just trying to sort of just maybe contemplate where things went wrong. And I think, you know, Taylor Swift seems like she's at the stage where she's kind of just mourning the person that she was with. And you know, it's quite weird that like you can go from speaking to somebody every single day of your life, you know, spending so much time with them, and then all of a sudden you guys have a falling out or you break up, and then that person doesn't exist in your life anymore. Like, it's just a weird feeling. Taylor Swift is navigating herself through that situation. And you know, when you break up with somebody, 2 things can happen. You could either carry on speaking to them, you know, carry on being cordial with them, you know, you may even, you know, develop some sort of a friendship and, you know, whatever. Or you could just cut all ties with them, cut all communication with them, and they never existed in your life. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what it is as well? Like, even if you're now not in a relationship with this person, you split up, you know, you've gone your separate ways, sometimes you still think about that person, obviously, you know, especially if it's a fresh breakup. And, you know, it's quite weird that, like, even if you're not interested in getting back with that person, or even if, like, you know that the relationship's over, you might just, you know, be wondering, like, what is that person doing? Are they in a new situation? Like, you know, like, what are they eating? What are they getting up to? Like, you know, like, listen, we've all been there, guys. We've all been there. I love how Taylor Swift was able to describe that experience. And yeah, it's something that we can all relate to. A relatable track indeed. And yeah, man, like, it was very, very well produced. And yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, this track definitely should have been on the main project. It was a great track. The next track is called Surburban Legends. Let's go. Let's see how this one sounds, man.
In my peripheral vision, I let it slide like a hose on a slippery plastic summer. Always quickly forgiven. You're turning out my empty pockets, and when it keep you, I didn't come here to make friends. We were born urban legends, and you hold me and hold me together, and you kiss me in a way that's gonna me up forever. I had the star signs, would surprise the whole school, when I ended up back at a class reunion with the pages ripped out. I am standing in a 1950s gymnasium. I can still see you. Come here to make friends. We were born to be suburban legends. When you hold me and hold me together, and you kiss me in a way that's gonna screw me up forever. I remember we were born to be national treasures. When you told me we'd get back together, and you kiss me in a way that's gonna screw me up forever. I broke my own heart 'cause you were too glad to do it. Biggest crash on the shore, I dashed to the door. You don't knock anymore, and my whole life's ruined.
Obviously, that was Surburban Legends, guys. And listen, man, that was a feel-good record. I can't even lie to you. That was a feel-good record. That made my soul inside smile. You know? Yeah, listen, Taylor, she knows how to like make records that have a lasting effect on you. It's crazy because music here can definitely affect your mood. Like, you know, sometimes you could be, you know, having a shit day, and then you put on a particular tune and you can't even explain it. It just lifts your mood. And I found that listening to Taylor Swift, a lot of her music, right, even though I'm not a Swiftie, but a lot of her music have this feel-good element to it. And listen, there's a reason why Taylor Swift has so many fans that adore her. When Taylor Swift is talking about heartbreak and despair, she does it in such an elegant way, you know? It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. But and also a great vocal performance by Taylor Swift, man. I mean, she's carrying these records like on her back. You know, she's carrying these records on her back, man. Another great track, man. Another great track. So the last track of the, From the Vault edition of this album, and it's called Is It Over Now? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I mentioned this at the start, but this was a #1 record for Taylor Swift, so let's see why it was #1. Let's go. This is It Over Now?
With the wilt of the rose, I slept all alone. You still wouldn't go. Fast forward to 300 takeout copies later. I see your profile and your smile on unsuspecting waiters. You dream of my not before I called you a lying traitor. You search in every maiden's bed for something greater, baby. Was it over when he unbuttons my blouse? Couldn't hear I was put in your ear and dream as you passed out, baby. Was it over then? Is it over? We lost control. Red blood, white snow. Blue dress on a bow. Your new girl is my clone. Outside on the road with all my hips and thighs, and I whisper sighs. Oh Lord, I think about jumping off a very tall Sunday. 100 awkward blind dates later. If she's got blue eyes, I will surmise that she'll probably date her. You dream of mine not before I called you a lying traitor. You search in every mom's bed for something greater, baby.
Woo! Wow. Guys, that was Is It Over Now? And that was the last track from the Vault Records. And guys, you know what I'm gonna say, right? Say it with me. How was this left off of the main album? Another amazing record, man. And what a record to kind of top off this whole listening experience. And yeah, I feel like I keep on repeating myself. I feel like a broken record, man. But the production, something else, man. Like Max Martin and Jack Antonoff were in their absolute bag when they produced this whole project. And it seems like even from the Vault Records, man, they took it another step up. Like, it's just crazy. And like, just the variation of different instruments that they used, man. And Taylor Swift coming with her assertive vocals, like, that combination, Max Martin, Jack Antonoff, and Taylor Swift, is undefeated. I can't even lie. They make such great music together. Like, that whole trio is this next level. And yeah, I think 4 out of the 5 records for me definitely should have made the main album, and they were 100% good enough to make the main album. And I feel like Slut, Is It Over Now, and Surburban Legends could have easily been 3 of the best records on 1989, the original version. Obviously, this came out in 2023, the Taylor's version of 1989. But yeah, man, listen, if she was able to leave some of these records off of the main album, listen, what else does she have in the vault? What else does Taylor Swift have in the vault? But listen, overall, just to sum up my experience, guys, man, this was top notch, I mean, coming into this listening session, I didn't know what to expect. In my personal opinion, I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 good records, but yeah, I wasn't really expecting this, and this definitely exceeded my expectations. Normally when artists do like deluxe versions of their albums or unreleased versions of their albums, like a lot of the time the songs that were unreleased for a reason, and they don't really make, much of a difference to like the main project. But this one was different, man. Swift, man, she continues to add to her legacy, and yeah, for me, this was a great listening session. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I know you guys will let me know. But thank you for all your continued support, man. I've got a couple more Taylor Swift reaction videos on its way, so stay tuned for that. You know, don't go nowhere. Keep it locked into Still Color, all my Swifties. But listen, much love to you guys. Hope all of you have a happy Easter. And yeah, I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, stay blessed. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.